Hey everybody, Joe Benke here with the Benke Law Firm. I hope everybody is doing well. It's been a minute since I posted our last video, so I just wanted to touch base and talk about something that many clients don't really think about, and this applies really to a lot of areas of law, personal injury, auto accidents, dog bites, family law cases as well. And that's the impact that social media can have on your case. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. In my experience, it usually ends up being bad more so than good. And so I wanted to take a minute to kind of talk about that. So how does social media impact a case? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is talking about injury cases, right? Insurance companies, insurance adjusters, this is a gold mine for them, right? They do check these things. You know, if you say you were hurt in an auto accident and you're struggling with working, you know, but an insurance adjuster, I've seen it on both sides, you know, in my experience here, in prior experience working with insurance companies, if they see videos of you, you know, weightlifting at a gym or carrying heavy buckets, going on a trip, skiing, snowboarding down a mountain, I've seen that happen before. And yet you're trying to tell these insurance companies you're injured, you're hurt, you're not able to work, whatever may have you, right? They're going to use that against you to put your credibility at issue, right? And as they should, to be frank. You know, if you're claiming you're hurt and injured, you probably shouldn't be going and skiing down a mountain. However, you know, there can also be a gray line with these issues, right? You still got lives to live, right? Just because you're hurt in a car accident, it doesn't mean life stops, right? You know, you may still have to go to work and tough it out through a tough injury because, you know, bills don't stop coming in just because you're hurt. You know, it's very unfortunate. Life goes on without you. And so the purpose of this conversation today isn't to say, you know, talk about whether somebody's injuries are viable or not. You know, at the end of the day, you know, if they're hurt in an accident, they're hurt, right? Everybody has their own issues, their own restrictions. The purpose of today's video is to talk about how you can protect yourself from this happening to you. And before I talk about that, just again, segueing into family law a little bit, there's a huge impact there. I just wanted to give an example too, so you know it's not just the injury cases, right? I can't tell you how many times I've seen family law cases where people are upset, right? You've been with this person that you've been married to your whole life, and they're the mother or the father of your kids, and you see them posting videos with a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend, or there's videos of them, you know, doing some other activities, or maybe they say something about you that's not warranted. The thing to remember about those cases is for either side, anything you post, you know, you should go in with the mentality that there could be a judge looking at it at another date, because there very well could be. And so unfortunately, you know, clients get emotional. You know, it's certainly understandable, but sometimes they post things to social media that maybe they shouldn't, or, you know, can have an impact, especially when judges are trying to determine visitation, what's in the best interest of the minor children, and if there's a parent that's acting as a primary physical residence, right? These certainly can be little tidbits. They're not necessarily the be-all, end-all for these cases, but they certainly can have impacts. And so kind of as I was talking about before, what can you do to protect yourselves? Well, the first one and the easiest answer is don't post about the accident. Don't post about your divorce or relationship status, right? If you don't post anything, there's nothing for anybody to find. Easier said than done, right? I know that. I get that, right? You know, you have friends, you have family that follow, that you want to share things with. You know, they might not be immediately around, right? I get it. You know, I still think the number one is the best answer, but if it's not the best answer for you, then you still have options, right? You can set your profile to private. So that way random insurance adjusters or people you're not friends with won't see what your posts are, right? If it's a family law case, you know, you can remove your ex as one of your friends and set your profile to private. So only friends can see your posts or photos, right? And that's something that may be recommended, right? You know, to help with the healing process. And again, everybody's case is different. If you're going through something like that, you should seek professional help, whether that's talking to an attorney, a counselor, a therapist, whatever it might be. But the point of this video is basically to let you know it's something you should be aware of, that you should think about, before you just go and uploading videos. And again, it happens more than you think. Somebody's in an accident. They think, oh, well, I'm following my attorney's advice. I'm not posting about the accident. But they still post a video going ice skating in the wintertime or something else, and they're claiming they have a knee injury, right? So sometimes it's easy to think you're doing the right thing, or you're protecting yourself, and you still leave yourself exposed. I think that's pretty much all I have on this topic for today. I'm sure there's other things that we can talk about later in the future. Let me know your thoughts. What you think might be good to talk about. We're going to be doing some more topics, and I want to hear from you guys. If there's a particular issue, particular scenario you guys are curious about, what happens, what cases we like, what cases we don't like, what cases are really tough to litigate, cases that aren't, let us know in the comments. We want to hear from you guys. Until next time, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week.